Welcome to another episode of the You Only Live Once Life and Business Innovation Style Meditations, Yummy Conversations, where I, Hani, bring you yummy conversations so that you can stay yummy in your body. So today we're going to be talking about 5 ways on how you can ignite your orgasmic manifestation processes so that you can actually create what you want in a way that juices you up and juices the things that you create up as well. So the first thing that you need to know is, especially when you're playing the manifestation game, in which you create the visions that you have when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to what you desire out of your relationships, when it comes to your health, and even when it comes to that deeper desire that you might not even know exists in you, is that you've got to believe that there is a way to do that. Because believing that it is worthy of your attention and believing that you can get it despite whatever comes interfering with you is going to be one of the things that you'll need to have in order to create that. So believing it is worthy is step number 1, and unshake yourself for anything that is going to interfere with that, right? Things that might shake you from believing that, hey, you know what? The things that I'm orgasmically attracted to may not even be something that's worthy of creating. So I was looking up the word orgasmic or orgasm inside of the dictionary, and the etymology of the word actually is in one of from the Greek, ancient Greek times, is to be filled up and to be juicy. And so that doesn't mean that it is purely a sexual word. It is actually something that is creating moisture, creating desire, creating that energetic field around you that is attractive, that is magnetic, that makes you want to just sprawl out and drink in the things around you. So let's see here. So identify what that thing is for you that lights you up. Whether it is a concept, right? Some people find it's really exciting to go for something that is to do with impact, a way that they can really express themselves fully in a creative endeavor, for example, dance, or express themselves creatively in a way that they can do it through words in written form, or in a way that is able to express all of their talents in the form of code. So whatever that expression is that creatively flows through you, get in touch with that and connect with it, because that is something that is automatically already something that fuels your creativity and fuels that energy of orgasmic abundance, right? And so when you want to manifest from that place, you know that you will feel confident in it, because juiciness and orgasmic abundance comes from a place of confidence. It comes from a place of energy. It comes from a place and creates commitment. It is that excitement to move forward. And what is that long-term goal that you have that makes you feel that you are literally and naturally engaged in creating? So tune into that and start writing down notes and see what is that really naturally excites you. Because in our program, what we found is that when people are connected to not just the words that light them up, but the concepts and the feelings, for example, passion, truth, trust, things that are deep within, connection, intimacy that light them up, that's when naturally you start bringing it into your ideas, bringing it into your actions. So number 2 is identify what juices you up. Number 1, again, is believe that it is worthy to look for what naturally creates orgasmic energy and abundance in you. Now, thirdly, for manifestation, it's always so important to be so clear on what it is that you want. Because if you aren't, and if you're wishy-washy, or if you allow your vision to be swayed by other people, then you're only going to get a half-assed outcome, right? Because you're not going for 100%, or you're only taking the easy way route, the one that has less risk versus the one that's more authentic. Authenticity does not equal the one that you have mapped out, pros and cons out, and analytically decided is for you. So if you wanted something that is coming from an experiential and juicy place, you've got to look at it from a perspective, okay, what is it that's underneath the goal that you truly want, that naturally lights up your body, so that you can fully go for that, and then do the analysis, instead of doing the analysis first and then finding the excitement to complete it. Because what we found is that when people are going into the analytical side, overthinking it first, and then creating the vision from a place of post-analysis, the dream that they have already has shrunk to 20% of what it actually is, so that by the time you get the goal, the juiciness from that sometimes does not match up to what you originally started with. So start with the goal and the outcome in mind, then create the structure that support it, and then reiterate it. Okay, so clarity number 3 for your manifestation, for what you really, really want, what's really juicing you up, without the fear of it not working out. And then look at it. So if it were a number, for example, for abundance, then you want to look at underneath it. What does that number create for you? Does it create freedom? Does it create more peace? Does it create safety? Does it create more worthiness? Does it create more options to express your love for people that you love? So look for that. Look for that answer behind the answer. Now, the last few things here is your contingency plan. So number 4 is your contingency plan. What are the thoughts, voices, tendencies, to put it back on the back burner for you, that might happen when you set out and you get your orgasmic energy in your body, you have your vision, and you're ready to go on that goal, and then suddenly there's a voice that tells you, are you for real? Like, are you serious? Those kind of voices. What are those voices that may show up when you're on this path, right? You want to have a list of them so that you know and you're aware of what might show up, and have a contingency plan. If this voice shows up, what are you going to do? If that voice shows up, what are you going to do? Because your voices inside you are not going to be that confident or comfortable with you going on this new path, and they're going to try to hold you back. And so if they make fun of you, and if you in yourself try to rip you apart as you're going through this new journey, if you can anticipate what they want to say and have a comeback ready in mind, that will be much easier for you to ninja style swipe them out of your space before moving on to the next step. Because the idea is that you want to constantly be moving forward towards that goal. All right, so the last step is to recharge yourself every day with this orgasmic energy and activation through different forms. If exercise is your thing, then go do that. If meditation, if yoga is your thing, go do that. The fastest and easiest way we found for our community members is through orgasmic meditation, which is basically bringing in the energy of that into your body, into your cells, and in a way that you allow your body to work with you in order to create these goals and see them into fruition. All right, so these are the 5 steps in order to take charge of your orgasmic manifestation, allowing you to create juiciness inside your body and let that manifest into your actions, into your conversations, into the way that you do things, so that you can be yummy in your body, yummy in your life, and yummy in the things that you do. We have so many cool things coming up for this particular topic. So look in the links below. We have a course coming up. We have meditations that are available for you to take a deeper level and a deeper look in how to leave the old paradigm of shame and blame and cookie cutter concepts and formulas to create your goals and tap into the energy that you naturally have so that you can get that sooner. All right, talk to you soon. This is Hani signing off. Oh yeah, like and subscribe and comment and let me know which one of these really applied to you.